So Shakur Stevenson says that he is not trying to fight Tank Davis for money, and it's just about proving that he is the best. I call cap, and I think it's a little bit of both. A lot about the money and a lot about actually believing and trying to prove that he's the best. Let's talk about it in this video. Smash the like, sub to the channel, share the video. He was over on the 520 podcast over there with Jeff Teague, and this topic came up, and he said basically in a nutshell that Tank only think he want the bag, but now he's calling Tank buddy. It's funny, like when you trying to little boy somebody, but you the little boy. Like he calling him buddy like it ain't worth mentioning his name, yet I can't see Shakur stop talking about him. He was on Gil's Arena talking about Tank. He over here on 520 podcast talking about Tank. Ariel Hawani talking about Tank. Talking about somebody nonstop while trying to act like they so irrelevant that you don't even want to say their name and you keep calling them buddy. That's a contradiction. That shit don't go together, bro. But whatever. So I do want to say this. I do think Shakur Stevenson does want to fight Tank to prove that he's better than him. But to act like it's not about the money, if it wasn't about the money, then he'd be doing everything he can to make the fight under whatever terms it takes to make the fight. But what he's doing is he's trying to make the fight on terms that are favorable to him to get him as much money as possible. For instance, if he goes to Tank Davis's team directly, the guarantee is less. They may want to put the fight on pay-per-view, and you may get paid what you're actually able to generate. If he can get Tank to be willing to fight him through Turkey a la Sheik like he is trying to do, if he can get Tank Davis to fight him through on a Netflix deal, through Riyadh season or through PBC on some sort of deal like that, then he's able to get himself as much money as possible, bro. So to say it's not about the money and you just want to prove that you're the best, that shit is cap. It's about money for all of these dudes. It's the reason why Shakur Stevenson looked at the short-term Matchroom deal, looked at the long-term top-rank deal that Bob Arum was offering him, and he chose the Matchroom deal. Even though the deal that Bob Arum was offering him put him in better opportunities to prove how great he is, because they actually had fighters at 135 pounds for him to fight, he chose the Matchroom deal because he wanted to be tied to Turkey a la Sheik and he wanted the money that came with it. If it was about proving that you were the best and it wasn't about simply money, then, bro, you wouldn't have been mad when Turkey changed your offer for Williams Zepeda to less money. If it's about money and proving you the best, you don't go from hashtag chasing greatness to hashtag chasing the bag as your moniker, bro. There are multiple examples of Shakur Stevenson showing that he puts money just as important, if not more important, than proving that he's the best. It just is what it is. When it came to Devin Haney and that 75-25 offer that I feel like was bullshit on Devin Haney's part, don't get me wrong, right? However, Shakur Stevenson did what? Made a money decision. I'm somebody too. I'm not taking that bullshit that you offering me. I'm going to try to go to the sanctioning bodies because I feel like you are offering me far below what I want and what I'm worth. I could just fight you under this bullshit deal that you're trying to offer me. I could just call your bluff and it'll give me an opportunity to prove that I'm the best, that I am better than you. It will make me the undisputed lightweight champion of the world and everybody would have to run through me if they wanted to be champion. But I'm not willing to do that for the amount of money that you're offering me. So I'm going to go around you to the sanctioning bodies, which I don't disagree with, by the way. The point that I'm making with all of these things that I'm bringing up with Shakur is that this shit is cap. It is about the money. It is about the money. That is why you're calling out Tank. Because it's about both. Just keep it real and say that. And it could be more so about the money than it is about just simply proving that you're the best. Because if it wasn't, you would have done everything you could to make that deal happen in 2024 when they were trying to get you for one fight to replace Lomachenko. But he didn't do that. He showed a level of pride. He's showing a level of pride right now. Turkey eliminated sides of the street. Me and T.O., that's the biggest fight. I'm fighting T.O. because Buddy is busy with Jake. You're not fighting T.O. till February, number one, at the earliest. He's fighting Jake in November. Number two, as I said, bro, I keep hearing all these Shakur Stevenson interviews, bro. And I'm hearing a lot of them. Where can I go to the interview where he said, I had my team reach out to Tank's team to see what's up, but we heard nothing back, or they wouldn't even talk to us? Where can I go to hear that shit? Where can I go to hear him say, I had Jay Prince and Josh Dubin try to reach out to Al Heyman or Luis DeCubas or Tank Davis's team to see what his plans were after Jake Paul? And since he didn't let me know anything, or they haven't responded to me, that's why I'm fighting Team Alifu if I can fight Team Alifu. Where can I go to see that shit? This nigga got like hours worth of interviews up right now. He got the Gills Arena interview up. Did he say it in that one? He just did an Ariel Hawani interview. Did he say it in that one? He just did the 520 podcast. Did he say it in that one, bro? All I hear him keep saying is how bad he wants to fight Tank. How he wants to prove that he's the best. Where can I go, since he's a free agent, to hear him talk about what he's done to try to make that shit happen? Where can I go? Heard it all before. I heard all this shit before, bro. When he was leaving Top Rank the last time. Talking just like this, dropping videos, saying he want to do this, he want to do that. And when presented with the opportunity, he signed to Eddie Hearn. This is why I'll probably never get interviews from certain fighters, bro. From any fighters, really. Because I'm going to ask what it is to be, especially big name fighters. I can get Abdullah right now because Abdullah is the different breed. His pops is one of the realest. You know what I mean? And they don't have a whole lot of controversy, and they don't handle themselves with any kind of flaw in their movements as of right now. Right? But guys like Shakur Stevenson, he won't have this conversation with me, because the first thing I'm asking is somebody that want to see the fight. Okay, bro, you just fought in August or July. You not coming back till next year anyway. You a free agent right now. It makes no sense for you to say you're fighting Team Alifu because Tank Davis is fighting Jake Paul when, number one, Tank is fighting him in November. You won't be fighting Team Alifu until February or March or sometime. You're not coming back till next year anyway. So that don't make no sense. So have you tried to get your team as a free agent to reach out to see what you can do? Forget Tank for a second. Have you had your team reach out to see if you can get the Lamont Roach fight? Because Lamont Roach is a PBC fighter now. You like multiple fight deals? Since Tank is fighting Jake Paul, did you have anybody reach out to see if you could get a 2-fight deal to get Lamont Roach, and then if you win, you get Tank Davis? Did you have them reach out to say, hey, we can be ready in February or March? Will Tank be ready in February or March? Can we make the fight in the spring? Or is he going to the Lamont Roach fight? Is he available? Did anybody on your behalf do any of this shit? If they haven't, you just talking, bro. You just talking. So every Shakur fan watching this video, don't get in my comments doing nothing but answering this question. Otherwise, I'm going to fucking ignore you. This is my question. All of these interviews that he's done, where can I go to hear him say that his team is trying to reach out to Tank as a free agent to see what's up? That's what I want to know. Not him shitting on Tank. Oh, buddy this, buddy that. Oh, this real fight. Me and T.O. real fight this. I'm only fighting T.O. Nah, bro, when did you try to make the fight? Since it's not for money, when did you have them reach out to try to make the fight for you? When did you do that? Niggas ain't asking the right questions, bro. Straight up. They not asking the right questions, dog. Anyway, of course Shakur Stevenson does this shit for money. Of course it's about the money with Tank. It's about the money with everybody for him. And I gave you multiple examples as to why. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace!